Why did I say that? Annyeonghaseyo and Ohio gozaimasu. Hey, welcome to the second K-drama coffee clutch stream. We're excited that you're here. Make sure that you send me a little chat so they know you are here. You may have noticed that I kind of bunged up my annyeonghaseyo, but annyeonghaseyo and Ohio gozaimasu are Korean and Japanese greetings. And I kind of did that today. I don't know if you can see my logo in the bottom corner, but on my teacup is actually Korean Hangul, and it says Gami. And that is a tip of the hat to, I have a granddaughter and a grandson that live in Korea, and they are quarter Korean. And I have two granddaughters that are half Filipino that live in Japan. So I use the Hangul for my Korean grandkids, and I say Gami because my grandkids in Japan call me Gami, and my grandkids in Korea call me Gami. So I just wanted to say it's Wednesday morning over there. And if you're watching, Gami and Gami love you. So I just wanted to shout out and kind of explain what's going on with my teacup. That is Gami. Okay, so tonight I wanted to take just a couple minutes to explain where did I get the name for this stream. And it started back in the 70s, y'all. That's a long time ago. When I was in high school, a group of friends and I just were talking nonsense and having a great time, and we just decided to call it a coffee clatch. Now, a coffee clatch is a real life term about that came about for people that used to just gather around and, oh, hi there. I'm glad you made it. Yay. They used to just talk and have coffee. Now, in high school, I didn't have coffee. I will tell you that my drink of choice back then was Dr. Pepper. So there wasn't even a Starbucks anywhere near. I don't even know if they were a thing yet in the 70s, but we still called it coffee clatch. And I started thinking I wanted something fun and catchy. And I thought K-drama coffee clatch would be great because hopefully we'll have people here talking and enjoying the same things, and we have our beverage, okay? And last week I had tea. This week, I don't know if you can see, ooh, you might not be able to tell, it's pink. So I'm going to let you guess what I might have in my mug tonight. Do you have any guesses what it could be? It's pink. Comes in a tall bottle. Pretty yummy. And then if you want to tell me what you're drinking, that would be fun too. We can share what we're having for our clatch. Okay, so got all of that done. Now we're going to go ahead. Now, if we remember, if you were here last week or not, this is kind of like just an overview screen of all sorts of different types of K-dramas. And there's a whole lot more than this. As you can see, I have things divided up. But tonight we are going to talk about the Ghost and the Scepter and some books. Of course, I didn't have everything to really... I could have gone all out and done... I don't know how you would do body swapping, but what we're going to talk about is fantasy, sci-fi, and supernatural. So I hope that you got the message, and maybe you've kind of like gone through your streams and thought, oh, that'd be a good one. That'd be a good one. Because tonight we're going to do something a little different. Let me go to, oh, I've lost something. How about that? Let me go up here. You know, you just never know what's going to happen when you're live. But my thing is not here. Let me find it. Oh, found it. There we go. Okay, so last week we talked about this. Historical fantasy rom-coms. The fact that a lot of these, most rom-coms or a combination of things. So we're going to maybe have some of the fantasies that have historical in them too. Then I was just thinking about right now, something that's hot on Netflix is Bon Appetit. Is it Your Majesty? Is that right? Has anyone seen it? I think it just finished up, and I'm a binger. So I will wait till it's over and then hit it hard. So I have just actually seen the first episode, and I'm going to look at some of it tonight. So I just wonder if any of you have already seen it, if you think it's pretty good. It's starting out good. It's starting out good. Like we said, it has a little rom-com in it. So it starts out kind of funny. So I'm going to see. We're going to see what's going to be like. So tonight, though, here we're going to do something different. Okay? So last week, I just gave you my ideas. And this week, I really want to see how good my ESP is. So I'm going to tell the category. And then if you're brave enough to just tell me what example you thought of for the category. And then I'll share my thought. And sometimes it's things that everybody's going to guess. And other times it might be something different you didn't hear about or hadn't seen. And so to kind of maybe get you to think about it. And then I'm going to show you what I think most people would have guessed. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's going to be. So let me look here. Our first category is going to be time travel in alternate universes. Time travel, alternate universes. There's a lot of these. Thornton? Is that your name? Thornton? Can you think of one that maybe time travel? I tell you what, I'll start off, okay? And if you think of something, go ahead and put it in there. I thought of the alternate universes, and I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I chose The King, Eternal Monarch. And it is all about alternate universes. One is Korea with Korea, and then the other one is Korea with Corea. And one's like Republic and one's whatever, Kingdom or whatever. But they, like the bad guys from Korea with a K, went through a portal and ended up in the alternate universe, and they're kind of running things there, and now they're trying to muck up Korea with a K. And so there's people going back and forth between the universes, and then at the end there's a lot of time travel involved. So it kind of had both, and the actor who was the lead was also the lead in Boys Over Flowers and Personal Taste. So you might recognize him. Let's see, the girl. Oh yeah, the actress Kim Gu-eun is from The Goblin. Ooh, and Yumi Sells, and we might be talking about her later on. So that's what I was thinking for alternate universes, because there's a ton of time travel. And what I thought most people would guess on time travel, I know I'm talking really fast, but we have a lot to go over. Okay, that's good. Because I can tell you a little bit about each one of these, and then maybe they're all good. I don't think I picked any ones that you wouldn't like, but let's try. Lovely Runner. I just knew this would be popular. If there's anyone else, this is a really, really good one. It's real popular. In a nutshell, they look younger here because they time travel back to when they were in high school. So that's why they're in these. But it takes place like in the future, of course, and they're adults. She's had a bad accident. She's paralyzed, but she is enamored by a K-pop group, and particularly this young man who is one of the singers, probably I think the lead singer. And he gets depressed over things. And so I don't know if we can say this, but he commits suicide, which is a thing. And it just destroys her. So she's very sad, and she time travels back. There's a watch involved. I don't want to get too into, but she time travels back to when they were both in high school, and she's going to try to save him from his future of being suicidal and committing suicide. And it's really interesting because, it's like that butterfly effect. Or you think, if I do this, everything will turn out right. And she does things and she goes back and it didn't turn out right. So she's got to go back. So she goes back and forth. So it's a good one, though. It really is sweet. And I just knew a lot of people would like that one. Lovely Runner. It's the person that, oh, well, I won't get up. Since you're new, we don't have to talk about the actors and actresses on all of them, but I think you will like this one. It's a good one. Okay, so the next. Oh, so body and or soul switching. And these are always fun. Usually because there's always like, they have changed. Sometimes they change gender. Definitely, a lot of times there's time travel involved. It's usually a pretty fun one, and I will tell you that's like Bon Appetit. Okay, so she time travels and becomes a queen. No, she's a chef. She's a chef. But so she didn't really change. That's not a good one. That's not a good example, but I do have a good example. Okay, now my choice, I'm going to tell you, especially since you're new at this, I didn't hear about this one. And when I was over in Japan visiting my son and daughter-in-law and granddaughters, my daughter-in-law, who totally gets me and likes Kdramas too, they were like, oh, you've got to watch this one. You got to watch this. I said, I haven't even heard of it. So I don't know if it was big in Japan and not in the US, or if it just blew by me somehow. But what I chose as an introduction is Death's Game. Have you heard of it? Anyone? Anyone else hear about this one? It really is good. Each episode is a separate... Okay, the arc is, again, there's suicide. So the main character commits suicide, and it upsets Death that he did that, and that he didn't appreciate life. So Death makes him live 12... I know, right? There's so many. Anyway, but he has to live these 12 different lives. So every episode is a different life. And if he can survive 12 lives, one of them, like he gets 12 chances at, and if he survives, then he gets a chance to come back, type of thing. And if he doesn't, he goes, bad stuff happens. It might be he was going to go, no. Anyway, so I'm not going to tell you the end. But as you can see, there are, I don't want to give it away, but it is interesting that the main character, it changes every week. So although, what's his name? Oh, he's so good. Se Unguk, the gentleman, and the young lady, they're at like the beginning of the episode and at the end of the episode. And I thought, wow, that's a good gig to get, top billing when you're in it every week, but just a little bit. And then other people take the lead. So, but it's really good. It's really interesting. So death came. I know. I know. And I don't know about this. Okay, so let's look. This is what I thought people were going to say. Mr. Queen. Ah, Mr. Queen. This is really a womanizer. Oh, a chef, another chef. There's a lot of food, a lot of food, a lot of chefs. So a chef who's a womanizer gets in trouble, and it wasn't his fault. He was like, it was not, he was innocent, but things get bad. And he ends up time traveling back to Chosen Dynasty, and he becomes the queen. This is why I said the queen earlier, because I was thinking about this one. So it's a man womanizer who becomes the queen in the Joseon Dynasty, and it's hilarious because the actress, you know, is a man inside. So, the, so, and he's supposed to be married, and like he doesn't want to kiss God. It's hilarious. It's a good one. It's one of those ones that people really like, Mr. Queen, and it's funny and body switching. Yay! Okay, next. Whew, we got 44 of these to go through. Okay, Ghost. Ghosts. So, have you seen any ghosts? Okay, the one I'm going to talk about, and I'm only going to talk about a little bit. The one I chose, again, remember, it's not ones that I initially think are like the best, but again, introduction, so you can kind of hear about different things. This one is called The Light Shop. Now, The Light Shop is dark. It's creepy. I think, how many episodes are there? Are there 8 or 12? It's not all that long. I guess I could look. I have my handy dandy spreadsheet here, if I can get to it. Here we go. Let's see. The Light Shop has, just so I know, really, I put it under the, what am I thinking? 8. I thought it was 8. Okay, so it only has 8 episodes. But it takes 2 or 3 before things start kind of gelling. The people that have watched it all the way through, like I watched one and then and looked at something else, and I came back and watched it, and then I finished. But it makes sense that toward the end everything gels up together. But at first it's like, what am I looking at? It's kind of spooky. And but it has ghosts, and so I thought, well, let's throw that out there. There might be people who really enjoy it. If you Google, do a little Reddit on it, the people who write about it think it's fabulous. And the lead in there is Ju Ji-hoon, Ju Ji-hoon, and he won an award, and I'm not sure if it was for this or Heroes, the trauma code one, Heroes on Call trauma code thing. He did both of these the same year, so he had a fabulous year. So, but what I thought most people were going to say, this is a really popular one, Hotel de Luna. Okay, have you seen this one? Is it new? Have you heard about it? It's a really popular one. No. Okay. Well, it's there's one. Oh, okay. Hotel de Luna, I believe, is on Netflix. I think I get my I watch Netflix, Prime. I think there's some on Disney Plus and Hulu, but I also have Vicky Rakuten. Oh, look at all these people. Yay! Oh, it's your favorite. Blunder Moon. I knew it. You know what? I'm not going to tell everybody who she is, but I know Blunder Moon, and she was the one who recommended this to me. So, 2 thumbs up. Um, anyway, it is, there's one person who is a live human. He doesn't really want to be there, especially at first. And then he gets it and appreciates what he's doing. And but all the rest of the people that are working there are from like hundreds of years ago. And it's helping people, helping ghosts move on. Like they've had a problem in their life, and so they're stuck here. So their jobs are to help the souls find peace, basically, and move on. It's very so it's very it's funny. It's you'll cry. It's got all the feels. It's a good one. Yay, Blunder Moon! Thank you for suggesting that one for me, because I knew that she would like that. I thought about you when I did that one. Okay, let's see. Grim Reapers. Oh, I forgot. Oh, Grim Reapers. Okay, so this is what I chose. I chose this because you may not have heard of this one. Kokdu Season of Deity. It's good, and he is cute. Most of let's face it, most of the Korean actor and actresses are beautiful. You know, they're just gorgeous. Unless you have a slice of life, and then you kind of have like normal people. That's kind of fun, right? But this is a really good romance Grim Reaper. He has, let's see if I can remember, because it's been a while since I've seen it, but it seems like there was something that he did. I don't want to get him and Goblin mixed up. There's something he did, and as a punishment, he has to be like the gatekeeper. And then every how many years he has to come back and save some people or whatever, and then he goes back down. Anyway, it's a really good one also. And it's beautiful. So I like that one. I don't know if I have anything written here. The young lady is in My ID is Gangnam Beauty, and the gentleman is in Mr. Queen. So good. They're busy folks. All right. So I don't know. Anyone else? Has anyone seen that one? Blunder Moon, did you see this one? Probably not. Okay. Okay. Tomorrow. You have not yet. Okay. This is what I thought. Is this what I thought people might choose? Or I was just, no. I don't know if anyone has seen this. Okay. My husband watched this one. If you were here last week, you know that my husband has watched some of K-dramas. He just does not get rom-coms, but he really liked this one. It has Ro Woon in it. That's not a reason to watch it. I mean, that is, right? But it is a really good Grim Reaper story. And there's an arc, right? An overview. But again, each episode features a different story. And what these Grim Reapers are in charge of is saving people from committing suicide. Oh gosh. I guess you're just going to have that when you're doing Ghost and Grim Reapers and stuff like that. But the lady who's in charge of the department, I think she committed suicide. And so it's kind of her punishment type of thing. Not punishment, more of a redemption story. So these three Grim Reapers, their little department, goes out before people die and prevents them from taking that step. And all the other Grim Reapers, of course, hate it, because the other Grim Reapers, they do their job. They go get the people and, head home. And so it irritates. And, but there's, because each one is a separate story, it's one of those things you can stop if you get busy and come back to it and watch the next one. The arc has to do with the woman and another Grim Reaper and with Rowoon, because Rowoon is in a coma. It's like they accidentally, he wasn't supposed to die type of thing. And then they said, oops. So like he's in a coma. So, his time is limited working in the department. So that's kind of an arc. But it's a really good one. Guys like it too. Okay. Because it's not heavy romance. It's just a good story. Okay. So the next thing, flying through these spells. Spells. There's a few that feature spells. And one of them I talked about last week. And I think that's what most people would say because I just talked about it last week. But I chose Alchemy of Souls. And there's a part 1 and a part 2. I liked part 1. I like part 2 too. I do. I did like part 2. I liked them both. But they changed the lead actress, because her character had to change. So they couldn't have the same face. It had to be a different actress. And so I really liked, I got to know the lead actress in part 1 from Love Next Door, which is one of my favorites. And so I enjoyed watching her do something different. And then she wasn't in part 2. But spells, this is all about magic spells and bad spells and good spells. And it's a good one, though. Again, there's a part 1 and a part 2. They're both good. There's a real guy who plays a really bad guy. He does a really good job playing the bad guy. Lee Jae-wook is the good guy, and he has been in several things: True Beauty, Search WWW, Extraordinary. He's in a lot of things. And the actress I like so much was Jung So-min. She's in Love Next Door because it's My First Life. Love Reset. Oh, I think that was a movie. Yeah, Love Reset's a movie. Do you ever watch the movies? Or are you just into the series? Because I tell you, after watching 16 hours of, well, let's say 32, I watched 16 hours of one and then 16 hours another. It's kind of nice to watch a Korean movie because you get everything in an hour and a half to 2 hours. It's like a palate cleanser. And then I can go back to watching the series. But I just wondered, have you ever, they have some really good movies. So if anyone's yeah. Oh, more violent. Oh, wow. Have you seen, is it, what is it? Let me see. I'll look it up. I have it right here. QR. Let me see. Since you're talking about violent ones, did I get it on here yet? Yes, it's Seobok, Seobok, with Park Bo-gum, and he's a he looks like a human, but he was like kind of made in a laboratory, so he'll never die. And of course, that's never going to end well. But yeah, so there was some violence in that, but it's a good movie. But more violence. Oh, didn't know that. I guess I've just chosen different ones. Okay, so what I thought. Back to spells. It's one of my favorite lighthearted ones. Spells. Okay. Destined with You. Yay! Okay, I talked about it last week, so I'm not going to really talk about it again. Except there's Rowoon. Oh my gosh. He's hilarious at the beginning. And then the young lady, oh my gosh, she is she does a really good job. And I've seen her in several things. Oh, I didn't write it down, but she gets a box that's hundreds of years old, that she's related to the person. She didn't know it, of course. There's a lot of shaman things about it. Um, and she gets this box and gets it open, which is funny in itself, but she gets it open and inside is a spell book. I'm not going to give any more, uh, spoilers about that, but there's a spell book. And of course, she thinks it's all hoo ha, right? what, what is this, But Rowoon knows about it because he owns the land and he knows that these spells are true. And he's got a very serious medical problem, and there is some kind of healing. Um, there's some kind of healing spell. So he wants her to do the healing spell. They make some kind of bargain. He doesn't like her at all. It's one of those hate to love type of things. But he's convinced she likes another guy. This is really funny, but she likes another guy, and so she gets a love spell, and she puts it together, and she pours it into the water of the guy that she likes, and they just so happen to be sitting next to each other at this meeting. And I can't remember if it's because he's left-handed or he had a hurt hand. Rowoon picked up the glass that the other guy was supposed to be drinking from and drinks it. So now he starts acting strange, and then he finds out about this love potion, and it's like, he's hilarious because he's this uptight lawyer, serious dude, and who didn't like her, and now he can't control himself from liking her. It's hilarious. And then it gets serious because it's a rom-com. So it starts out lighthearted, and then it gets kind of heavy, and then you see if it all works out. And, I just like it. So that one has a lot of spells. Okay, so the next thing are curses. Curses. Any ideas for curses? I chose My Lovely Liar. This is a cute, sweet one. She is cursed because she can hear everybody's lies, and which makes it hard for her to have relationships with people. And so she avoids people because she hears them all. I mean, when she's like, doesn't want to be in public because she just hears it all. And she comes across this young man, and it's really a cute story, but she can't hear any lies coming from his mouth. So is it that he's always truthful to her, or is there a reason why? But, it's a cute, it's a good one, My Lovely Liar. So I thought it's kind of popular. I thought maybe people would have seen My Lovely Liar. Oh, no one's picking that one. Okay. And then I had a curse. And I thought, this one I picked. Here's one I thought people may have picked. Lovers of the Red Sky. Anyone? Lovers of the Red Sky. Oh, it's so confusing to be able to tell you what it's about, except it has curses. It has spells. It's got people who are blind who get their sight, and then the other person loses their sight, and there's a person who does paintings and goes crazy, and there's all sorts of, people met when they were kids, and like, if they can love each other when they're kids, we're going to get married when we get older. Those are the first two characters. And anyway, it's a good one. It's popular, and that's why I thought people would, but it's really hard to describe because there are so many things that are entailed in it. But they are, right? The costumes, Beautiful. Yeah, it all takes place back in the Joseon dynasty. Very popular. Yes, very popular time. It's like 500 years. I had it written down somewhere. It's when they also came up with Hangul. A lot of positive things happened, and I think they like to go back to it. And of course, a lot of bloodshed. There's some of them that are kind of intense, right? But this one is a beautiful one too. Yes, yes. Okay, so that's what I thought people would choose because I think it's been around and people like that one. I have one here that I have for curses. Yeah, this is my third. Did I do three? Because I thought it was just worth talking about the Mystic Pop Up Bar. Mystic Pop Up Bar. Anyone? This one, the lady. It's hard. Way back when, I'm thinking it was 1,000 years ago. Did I write anything about this one? Because I think she had is either 500 years or 1,000 years for her redemption. But she, again, I believe she committed suicide. Oh, gosh. I didn't realize that tonight would be that night. Wow. There we go. Is it Chuseok? Is it still happening, Blunder Moon? October 9th is Hangul Day, where they celebrate the creation. That's tomorrow. Wait a minute. That's tomorrow for you, right? You're on Wednesday the 8th. Yeah, Chuseok. So you already had it. That was this weekend. That's like Thanksgiving. It's like the Korean Thanksgiving. It's their time that they celebrate harvest, correct? Is that correct, Blunder Moon? Blunder Moon actually lives in Korea, so she's all up on this Korean stuff. Yes, she's my inside scoop girl. What was I going to tell you? Anyway, I believe she committed suicide using a tree that was like a sacred tree, and so it caused this tree that was really important, to die. And because of that, like 100,000 people died, something like that. And so she now has to, she's had like 500 years. Is it 100,000? Carlin, do you know this? Let's see, 10,000. It's a big number. She was given a lot of years to death and food. Two big things. So true. So true. Oh, we'll talk about that in a second. But anyway, okay, so the lady, because she was responsible for all these people dying because of the tree dying, because of her committing suicide on the tree, she has to help people, people like that have grudges, that are unhappy or whatever. She's got to find a way to bring them peace, to make them happy, so that they don't do like it's a redemption, and she has a certain amount of time to do it. And she meets this young man, and he touches people. When he touches people, they spill their guts and they tell their stories and their confessions, and like, so she's got a bar, and so it's perfect. Yeah, she's perfect to have him around, because people have a little bit of soju. They'll have a little soju, and then he'll sidle up to him and maybe touch him on the arm or something, and they spill, like, they're either upset about something, their grudges. That's what it is. She's got to help them get over these grudges. Anyway, it's cute. It's a good story. Mystic pop-up bars. So that was a curse. So she was cursed because of that. Oh, the next thing. Shamans. Any good stories with, self-inflicted death? Yes. Oh, the Mystic Pop-Up Bar. Do you like that one? It's a good one. It takes place nowadays. It's a really, it's, again, romance is not like, right here on it. There's a little romance. But it's really a neat thing about the relationship between the young man, the woman, and then the gentleman that works with the woman. And he's been around here for hundreds of years too. Um, so it's one of those, it's just a good story about trying to help people, right? That's a good one, right? When people are trying to help people. I like that. Okay, shamans. Okay. I chose, I hate to say I chose, but The Haunted Palace. Is this one? This is new. Okay, so the two shaman things that I'm going to talk about, or this one and the one I think people would choose, both happened this year, 2025. So I thought, I have a lot of things that happen, earlier. So I thought, well, let's do some new things that maybe these I think are both on Netflix. I think they are. That's one of my questions I want to ask people later on. Where do they go for their K dramas? Because I go to several different places. And if people are mainly here, then I can kind of focus a little bit more there. But I believe this was a Netflix, The Haunted Palace. And the young lady in it, oh gosh, she was in the glory. That's a good one. And she's in the tale of Lady Oak. And I have wanted to see that. And we can't see it in the U.S. And when I was in Japan, I tried to see it. I couldn't see it. So they released these dramas in different areas, different of the world, I think at different times. And it's won awards. And I'm like, come on, let us watch it. Let us watch it. But we haven't seen it yet. But, okay. So she has all the training and everything to be a shaman, but she didn't really want to be a shaman. So she learned the skill of optometry. So she was making glasses for people. But a friend actually like her first love from way back when, knew that she had the skills to be a shaman. And where he was at the palace at that's probably a different city because they had to travel, right? He was taking her back to the palace to deal with this issue that was happening at the palace. He did not tell her that. I think he had feelings for her. She definitely had feelings for him. And he hid the fact what was going on. And he ends up, he gets attacked. And we'll just say he dies. Hey, it was not by his own hand. Yay! Golly, finally. Someone dies from being murdered and we're happy. Anyway, he gets murdered, but at the same time, the minute he gets murdered, this dragon spirit guy inhabits his body because he has followed this little girl. Have you seen? I know, right? He has followed this girl ever since she was little, knowing that she was special type of thing. And she has the key for him to become a dragon again and ascend and everything. And so he's going to be with her the whole time. And so that's kind of a body switching type of thing. Then, it's a good one. It's, again, a whole lot happens and there's tears, there's laughter, but there's good guys and bad guys. It's a good one. It's a good one. What is that? Let me look here. Are you thinking about that one? Oh, okay. Yes, good old fashioned murder. That was a good one, wasn't it? I like that. Okay, so Haunted Palace. It's new. Y'all might like it. Oh, and the guy is in Mystic Pop Up Bar. So you could have a little, his name is Yuk Sung Jae. You could have a Sung Jae marathon and watch Mystic Pop Up Bar and then watch the Haunted Palace. There you go. How about that? Two in a row. I didn't even realize that he was. I was writing all the things that the different people had been in to, like, oh, you might have seen him here. So here we go, back to back. So that's a good one, though. Haunted Palace. It's really cool. I think you'd like it. Okay. I'm going to give it a thumbs up, too. The one I'm going to mention that I thought people would say yes, just finished on Netflix like a couple, maybe a month ago. And it was still like number one in a lot of, like in Korea, maybe number one or whatever. It was still, even though it had finished, it was so popular that people were still watching it and all over the world. So it is, see if you've seen it, because it's new, Head Over Heels. Have you seen it? It was real popular. It's just finished. She is a high schooler, right? A high schooler. I don't think it's college. High school. During the day. Yeah, high school during the day. Shaman at night. Like the normal kid, they have a good part-time job, but she is the real deal. Oh yeah, it's good. Head over heels. So, it's like a good rom-com where I don't know if it's too much comedy though. Might be more romance. I'm trying to think. There's really not humor in it. No, it's romance, not a rom com, but it's still good. It's still good. Uh, it's she's got because she's got skills. She has some challenges, and she lives a life that she was keeping them separate, and then it kind of gets discovered, and that's not the worst part. I mean, but she's got skills, but it's still hard. Anyway, it's a good one though. It's a good one. It's not a comedy, but it is romance and shamans. So there you go. That's a good one. Ooh, next, Blunder Moon. I'm thinking of you. Goblins and demons. Okay, so I'm just going to say there's only one goblin that I know. And again, Blunder Moon was the one that said, oh, this is a good one. And it is. So, what is it, Blunder Moon? What am I going to say? What is the Goblin King? I think it's the same thing, but the actual name is Guardian, the lonely and great god, also known as the Goblin. So I think Goblin King. I think this is the one you're talking about, right? It's the only one I can think of. This one was made in 2016 and it's still going strong. Yeah. And it stars Gong Yu, and he is still going strong. He was in The Trunk, but he was just in something else that seemed like it was funny. Do you know what that one is? I'll have to look to see. He's Squid Game. He was in Coffee Prince. Okay, so Thornton, have you seen Coffee Prince? It's an old one. It's a rom-com, gotta tell you. It's a rom-com. But he's in that too. And that was like, what, 2009? It's a long time ago. He's been acting in a lot of movies. He is really a popular with the Korean people. I guess I've been told he's like the epitome of a Korean actor. So, but it's really good. He's a goblin, but he's kind of been cursed, and uh, he he was his general, okay, and he did exactly what he's supposed to do: go out and protect the kingdom and kill the bad guys, right? Oh, okay, all right. Oh, well, these are series, but oh, he does coffee commercials. Well, that makes sense because he was in Coffee Prince. How perfect. I bet that's why he got that gig. Coffee commercials. Well, that makes sense. That's hilarious. I find that really funny. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, right. So they know their audience. Oh, people will not. I mean, Coffee Prince is a really popular, cute rom com. A lot of people, it might not go over so well now. um, I'll just tell you the gist is a girl who's very much a tomboy needs a job desperately, and because she looks like a boy and she kind of acts like a boy, he assumes she's a boy and hires her because he only hires men for this coffee shop. And then he kind of develops feelings for this person he thinks is a boy. And so now, oh, what's going to happen? But I'm not sure if it would go over so much now. But if you take it lightheartedly and from the time and all that stuff and appreciate it as, it's just cute. It's not meant to be hurting anybody's feelings. It's a cute movie or a cute series. But that's so funny that he does coffee commercials. Anyway, the goblin. So he did what he was supposed to do. And like he comes back a hero. But the king doesn't like that because he's getting all the glory and everything. And then I think they kind of sent him away to I think the sister, isn't the queen the sister? Does anyone remember if the queen is his sister? But I think so. Anyway, he's going to be killed, and they make up some fake news to kill him. And he decides he's not going to go down easy. He's going to go down kicking. Now, he had the choice of just being executed, but he wouldn't. He kept, trying to fight his way to, and I think he was warned, maybe not, but because he did that, they killed off his family. Like they brought his family in and killed them because he would not just accept his own. And then, it's very sad. So he then gets punished because all these people died because of his behavior. I mean, you gotta have a story, right? And he's punished, and he comes up and does good again, redeeming, right? He comes up I can't remember how many years, and helps people. And what he's waiting for is his bride. And his bride, he's got a sword in his chest that you can't see, of course. And she's going to be the only one that can take that sword out, and then he can finally die. Because he's immortal until he, earns his freedom to actually die. And, but what's really good about it? Okay, I'm going to say, this is just me. His bride, it's a little creepy because I think this is my personal feeling. It's a good story. It's all okay, but she is way young for him, especially. But, and you just kind of have to get over why did they choose someone quite so young. But anyway, it's a good story. And what makes it neat is that he has a bromance. I call it a bromance with the Grim Reaper that lives with him. And the Grim Reaper isn't it, is it Lee Don-wook? Is that his name? Oh, here, I can look it up because I have it right here. Let's see. Guardian. Oh, now I'm on the T's. Here we go, back up here. Guardian. Lee Don-wook. Yeah. He is his Grim Reaper that lives with them, and they develop a bromance because they've been together for hundreds of years or whatever. And that's that kind of, again, it's about relationships. So, I just have to suspend my about the girl's age and and enjoy the rest of the show. Okay, so that is a really, really popular, and it's the only one that I know about goblins. Now, what happened to demons? My demons are gone. My demon is gone. Okay, but that was it. My demon for demons. I don't know what happened to the slide, but My Demon is a rom-com that my husband watched and liked. So it's a good one. You got to watch. Okay, so write it down since I don't have a... Yes, he liked it. It's good. My Demon. Okay, write that down, Thornton, because it's a good one. I think it is. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe. And who is it? Is Song Kang? Oh, here, let me look. My Demon. I have got too many monitors going. Here we go. My Demon. Is it? I'm trying to do better with the. Yeah, Song Kang. Song Kang is My Demon. Ooh, he's a good one. People will know him. So, and Kim Young-joon. Let's see. She's in a lot too. Anyway, My Demon. Write that down. Write that down because I don't have it on I don't know what happened to it. My slide is gone. It's gone. Okay, so superpowers. Ooh, there were several superpowers. I was surprised, but I do. I've got one that was 2024. Yay! You'll like it. If I like it and my husband liked it, I think everybody would like it. Okay, so superpowers. This was another one that was recommended to me by my daughter-in-law in Japan. And I was getting it confused with another K-drama that has almost the same name. And so, that happens, right? I really want to see 12. I haven't seen 12 yet. Is it available? Anyone seen that? 12? It's supposed to be really good. I want to see it. And I came across 12 letters and I thought at first, this must be it. And it's a Chinese drama. Oh my gosh. It's gut-wrenching. It's brutal. It's violent. It just when you think things can't get worse, they do. It's so hard to watch. There were 12 episodes. But I didn't give up on it because I kept thinking, surely something good's going to happen. 12's on Disney Plus. That's why I haven't seen it. Okay. Thank you. I'll have to look for that. Anyway, 12 letters real quick, just so that you know, if the Chinese drama, it's tough. I could only watch at night. I could only watch maybe one. Because if I watch more than that, I don't even think I could sleep. So I would watch it during the day and two at the most, one or two, because it's a tough one. And I don't even know. I'm going to start crying. We're not even on dramas and I'm thinking about a drama and this is happening. Okay. Okay. Superpowers. Here's one. Okay, atypical family. Okay. There's one, oh, family by choice or something like that, that was out at the same time. So when they were talking about atypical family, that's what I was thinking that they were talking about. And I'm like, I'm not sure if I really want to see that one. I have all these other ones I want to see. And then I looked at it and I thought, well, this doesn't look like the one that I was thinking. And it wasn't. Um, it's about a family that they all had superpower, a different superpower. And they used to be really strong superpowers. And they were rich because the mom could see the future, so she knew like all the lottery numbers. So, they became wealthy. But they all could do different. One can fly, and she gained a lot of weight and couldn't fly. And I mean, just their lifestyle and all these things, they started losing their powers. And there's a con artist scammer um, that there's a leader of this group, right? And she picks them because they're rich. And so they're like, okay, you're going to go in and you're going to pretend to be this person and you're going to somehow they were going to scam them out of money. And when she got in there, uh, I think, she was the caretaker for the youngest. It's actually the daughter of the guy. And the guy, his gift was that he could travel back in time to happy memories or times when maybe he could change things. So his daughter, they don't even know she has a gift, but she does, and she hides it. But so they're losing this. Well, the girl comes in, she thinks it's just a regular rich family and she's going to scam him. And then she finds out, wait, they've got superpowers. We better not mess with them. And then she gets to know the young man and the daughter, and they develop relationship, and then she really doesn't feel like she can do the scam, but then she's got the pressure to do it anyway. It's not necessarily a comedy. It's maybe romance and drama. Um, but it's a good one. And I didn't hear about it till I went to Japan. So they have superpowers. So I thought that was a good one for superpowers. And it came out in 2024. So it's a fairly new one. But this one is an old one. And I thought people would choose this one. Strong Woman, Do Bong Soon. Funny. It is romantic comedy. Funny, funny, funny. Sweet. She is extraordinarily strong. And she doesn't know how to control it. And so things break. Yeah, she's got to be careful. And but she wants to be a video developer, and she ends up becoming a bodyguard to the guy who runs a video. How about that? A gaming company. And so I mean, she's amazing as a bodyguard, and they work together, and he sees that she's good at these other things. Anyway, the third person in the picture is a detective, and he's trying to solve murders, and they all get involved and work it out together. But it's a really cute. You can tell by the picture, right? The marketing here is telling you it's a cute one, and it is. So I will tell you, third charm. It looks like it's going to be happy and funny. It is not. So remember that if you see, any advertisements, you're thinking, this is going to be cute. But this is a good one. So supernatural powers, she's got it. Okay, so, oh gosh, we're getting close. Okay. this is another popular thing out there, right? It has to do with books. Either there's a person like you and me, and somehow we get sucked into a book, become part of the story of the book. Uh, there are some that it's about the characters in the book, like you're watching the characters in the book. There's no outside real life people. Um, and there's one that I'm going to talk about. It has both. So um, the first one we're going to do is people going into the book, right? No, these are people that are in the book. Okay, it's and I didn't do this on purpose, but it has Rowan in it. Golly. And I didn't know it until I was watching it. I just thought I'd heard good things about it, right? And that's what we do. Sometimes you hear about things or you read, you see something online and you think, "Ooh," and you write it down. "Oh, I think I might want to watch that." And then I'm watching it and I'm like, "What? That's Rowoon." And it was back in 2019. So he's 6 years younger. He plays uh, a high school kid in a book. So it's, I've seen it spelled extraordinary, like we spell it in English with no hyphen. So if you're looking for it, you might find it under extraordinary as one word. But I have also seen it as extraordinary. And the reason why is because it's about characters in a book. And there's the lead characters, and then there's the extras, the people that are kind of like the background. So, like, if you're watching this is happening in a school situation, you have your main characters, but then you have to have the people who are filling the seats in the school, and so those are the extras, and it's about them when they realize, and they don't all. There's like one girl realizes it, and then someone else, whatever. When they realize that they're like a character in a book, like I think she hears a bell or something. But it's just like anything else. You only see them appear here, and then their life doesn't exist until they're outside at PE or something. And so she's putting all this together, like, what? Why are these things happening? And she realizes that she is not a main character in this book, but she realizes that she's a character in the book, and now she can live her life not like a character in book. She now says, "Oh, like she's got her will to do things outside of, like, I'm going to go over here and do this." I mean, uh it's a good one. Now, I will tell you, don't be scared, because if you look it up, it says it's got 32 episodes. That in itself, you're thinking, "Oh my gosh, I thought 16 was a lot." But they're only 30 minutes. So it's the same as a 16, right? So you see 32, but it goes much faster because you've got 30 minutes at a time. So it's about the same as a 16. It's good, though. People learn things, and it's a good one. I think there's something going on with my stream. Uh-oh. What's it doing? Oh, it's becoming choppy. Okay, I am traveling right now, and I am, I could be, I don't know how many people are using the stream, in the internet that I'm in. I'm sorry. Oh, I can't really do anything about that. So sorry. Well, we'll go forward and just see what happens. Let me know, Blunder Moon, if it gets Like if I stop completely, I guess, I don't know how you're going to do that. Send me a message. You know how. Okay. So, then the one, okay, so that one is about the characters in the book. And here's one that was just, again, it's a 2025. First Night with the Duke. Okay. Um, it's about a lady who goes into a book and becomes a character in the book. And again, she is not supposed to be the main character. She's just supposed to, and she knows it because she knows these books. She's obsessed with these books. She was really sad because the books were coming to an end or whatever. She didn't like something. Anyway, she gets sucked in the book and becomes a character. She knows all the characters. So she's at home because she's like, oh, that's so and so. Oh, and they know, she knows everything about what's going on. And she gets a little tipsy the first night she's there because it's all fun and games for her. And one thing leads to another. And she ends up with the male lead of the book. And it's in the Chosen times, right? So back then, he had to become responsible for her because they did it. So that means he's got to marry her. And so now that's not what's supposed to happen in the book. She's just supposed to be over here living her life, having fun. And now she's taken the place of the female lead. And of course, all sorts of chaos happens. So it's a rom-com. And but she goes into the book, and then you got to figure out what happens after that. Now she's in a book. What's going to happen? Anyway, it's a good one. 2025. And this is the one. Is it better? I don't know. This is the one that features people going into a book and people that are in a book. Yes.